Hey everyone, welcome back to AndyDemos. You just heard the EGO 76 compressor from Wampler Pedals. And no, 76 has nothing to do with the year. This one is actually going after a classic studio compressor, the 1176. So it's not even like the late 70s Ross or Dynacomp inspired EGO. It goes in a completely different direction, so let's check it out. The 1176 needs no introduction, since its classic FET circuit has graced so many classic albums and has a myriad of uses inside the studio. But for guitar, Brian wanted to do more than just make a clone, mainly because this fast-acting analog comp was designed for applications outside the guitar amp signal chain. To make the EGO 76 more adaptable, his wizardry included a clean blend to let the instrument's transients poke through, while an active tone control lets you maximize twang or mellow out a stack of gain stages. The precision of a studio comp was all there too, with attack and release times, along with loads of makeup gain to overcome that all buttons pressed in setting with the compression cranked. The Wampler EGO 76 runs on standard 9V DC power and features a finish that matches the sparkle it adds to your tone. Check it out at wamplerpedals.com. So before I get into all the benefits of an 1176 style compressor in pedal form, I kind of wanted to show you a more classic stompbox compressor sound, almost like the original EGO, where it's very close to the Dynacomp with a very fast attack and, more importantly, a fast release. So it has that kind of squished and pumping effect. And we're not going to use any clean blend here, so you can really hear what's going on. And now listen to what happens when I extend the release time and I also increase the compression. So here is a stronger, harder hitting compressor, but it also is more kind of in the background and more of a silent secret weapon. And now I just want to show you it cranked up with the compression amount because you can't do this in a lot of compressors without hearing some distortion or some weird jittery effects, but it's not the case with the EGO 76. And I like to just crank it up and also back off on the blend to let that dry signal through, and all of a sudden we have all this sustain and power, and you can even push your amp further and just get some overdrive out of the thing. And I've heard that the motto of this pedal is to enhance rather than squish. So let's get a setting that really proves that. I'm going to start with the blend all the way back, and you'll notice that we could still use the tone control and the volume to get some extra boost and sparkle. And then we're just going to roll up the blend control a little bit till we hear the compressor kick in. So it's just a taste. It's not really overpowering anything. And here's something I saw Brian do, and I just had to replicate it because it's such a cool trick, and that's putting the EGO 76 at the end of the chain. And if you have a stack of drive pedals or distortion and fuzz, you could use the 76 to kind of glue everything together, and most importantly, keep all your levels in check. So for this reason, I've dialed in the Wampler Pantheon Deluxe, and I've set the channels to be very far from each other in terms of voicing, gain, and output. And you'll notice when I step on the EGO 76, it just kind of glues everything together. Well, there you have it, the EGO 76 from Wampler, and you could really tell right off the bat that this is a studio-style compressor that just loves to sit in the background. So if you're not a fan of compression and you kind of want to just put a finishing touch on your tone, this is really the one to check out. You can find it at wamplerpedals.com or click the links below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you for another Andy demo.